everybody, Coach Tariq here, also known as TyFlipzz. Today we're going to be talking about warming up a sitting back handspring. Just follow through with me. First thing we're doing is the wrist. So all you're doing is sitting down on your knees, taking your hands nice and wide open, hands are on the floor. You're going to lean nice and slowly forward. Hands are still open, and you'll lean back nice and slow. All right, so once again, you're leaning forward, nice and slow. Hands are opened, and you lean back. You don't want your knees to be so far back in this stretch. Your knees should be just about here. So I'll do it from this angle. So we're going forward, nice and slow. Then we go back. Make sure your shoulders are over top of your hands. When you're starting to stretch, your hands should not be too far forward. As you're starting to stretch, shoulders should go over top of your hands. And then, I'm gonna make some pancakes. You take your hands and you'll flip them over. And your arms are straight. Your arms should not be bent for this stretch. Straight arms, and your hands are still open for the stretch as well. So we're taking our arms and we're pressing our arms down slowly towards the floor. And you'll feel the same stretch in your wrists. We're just warming the wrists up before we start our back handsprings. And then you reset. Going again, 3, 2, 1, down. Nice and slow. And you'll feel the stretch in your wrists. Reset again. Now take your hands and your fingertips will point towards each other. And I call this stretch rocking a baby. So what you're doing is rocking to the side, nice and slow. You'll feel that stretch. Yup, you'll feel it right there. Going to the other side, nice and slow. Other side again. Yep, one more time. All right, now, so in this same position, what you're doing with your hands, you're gonna make some fists. So you're gonna bring your hands in, make your fists, and you open it back up. Arms are staying straight. If you bend your arms, you won't feel the stretch as much. Arms should be straight and not bent. Make that fist nice and slow, and then open it back up. So those are the stretches that you can do for warming your wrists up for a sitting back handspring. The next thing we're gonna work on is our shoulders. So for our shoulders, you'll be in the same position, taking your hands, you'll slide your hands forward, take your nose, bring it down towards the floor, and you'll feel the stretch right in your shoulders. This is called a cat stretch. And you reset, do it one more time. Taking our hands, sliding your hands forward, nose down to the floor. And reset. We're gonna take this same stretch, bring it over to the cheese mats. You'll feel the stretch a little bit more over here. Hands are on the mat. You'll take your hands are on the mat. Take your knees, slide them back. Same thing, take your nose and bring it straight down to the floor. And you'll feel the stretch right in your shoulders. So I'm going down toward the floor. And reset again. Going straight down towards the floor. And reset. In terms of how long you should do it, that'll be up to you. I have my athletes hold these stretches for each stretch we just did before for about 10 to 15 seconds. But I would say do it until you feel it, and then hold it for about 10, 50 seconds, that'll be fine. Moving on, same thing, we're taking that same lazy kitty stretch from the floor to the cheese mat. Now we're going to the chair. 2 hands on the chair. You're gonna open your legs up. Let's bring the chair over here. You're gonna open your legs up. Take your nose, same thing, just bring it down to the floor, and your head should go past your shoulders. You'll feel the stretch even more. Hold for about 10 seconds. Reset. I'll do the stretch one more time. Legs are opened up, hands are on the chair, going down. And that is it for your shoulders. So we just did wrist stretches, we did shoulder stretches. Now we're gonna talk about warming up our wrists and our shoulders at the same time for warming up our back handsprings. For those of you who are feeling wrist pain, shoulder pain, this is what I do with my athletes so they can so you don't feel this pain when you're doing back handsprings, round offs, round handsprings, things like that. So we're going back to hands and knees. For this exercise right here, you're gonna have your back rounded out, it's like a hollow hold, back rounded out, belly button in, hands are on the ground, your head is in, your feet are together, feet and knees together, head is in. All you're doing is stay nice and tight within your core, straight arms. Remember, your shoulders are over top of your hands. All you're doing is popping your hands off the ground, just like this. Remember, we want open hands, not closed. Keep them open. All right, we're popping off those hands. I would recommend to do at least 7 to 8, 7 to 10. These are very good for warming up your shoulders and also our wrists. Moving on, you can take the same exercise and you can do it on a air floor, tumble track. Choice will be up to you. We're doing that same thing. Everything stays rounded, shoulders over top of her hands, and you're popping off your hands, stay nice and tight, warming your shoulders and wrists up. And then we're gonna take this same exercise, we're going to a plank position. Remember, shoulders over top of her hands, and your butt is being squeezed and not out. And we're popping. That is it for today. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.